So yesterday we were looking at the different types of prepositions, right? So today we'll continue with the same. Today we're going to continue with these three prepositions as we did. That is, one is in, and the other one is at, and the other one is on. Okay. So yesterday we were trying to look at it from the point of view of time. Okay. So I told you where we should use in, at, on, uh, specifically to time. Okay, so today we are going to look at the same prepositions, but we're going to look at it from the point of view of position. Okay, this position or place, whatever it is. Okay, so imagine some people are standing uh, in a order. Okay, they want to buy something, and they are standing in this one. Okay, or say this one. uh, can you tell me which preposition we'll use when we use these words? The first one is this one is line, this one is queue. Okay, so what prepositions do we use with these words? Is it at line, or in line, or on line, or in queue, at queue, on queue? Which one do we use? You can simply guess. Okay, you don't have to be correct. Okay, சும்மா கெஸ் பண்ணுங்க, எது வரும்?
Outline, sir.
அட்லைன்னு சொல்வோமா? அப்படியா? சரி, நான் இப்போ இந்த சென்டென்ஸ் எழுதுறேன். இதை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you will get to understand. நான் imagine I'm telling you to stand. Now tell me which one will come. How many times we have stood in a line in school, in colleges and all? Normally they'll ask, na, என்ன சொல்வோம்? இதானே சொல்வோம்.
In
ஆ, அதானே சொல்வோம். We'll always say stand in a line, right? Stand in a line, or stand in a queue. Okay, so always remember, when we refer to words like line, queue and all, you have to say in a line or in a queue. Okay, this you have to remember. Okay, and wherever you go, the same thing. Okay, you have to use it in this way. Now we'll go to another place. Now imagine I'm giving you a book. I'm giving you a book, or I'm giving you a magazine, or maybe any other journal, or say newspaper, something like this. Now, which preposition do you think will come? Is it in, at, or on? Which one will come? See, I'll make it easy for you. When you want to tell something, like say, uh, I saw the picture. What you will say in the book? You'll say like this, right? I saw the picture in the book. So in a preposition வருது, in தானே வருது. So you'll have to use in with book, magazine, newspaper and all. It's always in. Okay, it's always in. Remember this. Whenever you're referring to a book or a magazine or a newspaper, you must use in. It shouldn't be on. Okay, you cannot say on, but there are places where you can say on, that will say see after some time. Okay, but now you understand that whenever we use book, magazine and newspaper, you have to use in. Okay, uh, it depends on the example again. Okay, now, okay, something like this. Okay, Okay, next one is when you want to tell you 1 minute. Okay, now uh, for example, this one. See, whenever I'm using words like say left or uh, right, you know, which preposition should I say? Do I say in a left or in the left, or should I say on the left, or will I say at the left? Which one should I say? Which is the right one? Tell me. No, you have to tell it out of your experience, ma. It need not be correct and all. Okay. We have used na uh, left ன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கோம் right ன்னு சொல்.
A left,
Which one dear? Come again.
in a left, sir.
In a left வரும்னு சொல்றீங்களா? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any particular reason why these things won't come? Ma? இது ஏன் வராது? Any idea? இதுல எது தப்புன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா? இப்ப பாருங்க. I'll tell you, right? See, inner left is wrong, dear. In the left is also wrong. At the left is also wrong. So the right one is this one, on the left. So whenever you're referring to words like left, right, and all, you have to always use on the left. Okay, there's nothing wrong. Okay, even now we make mistakes. I've been with this English for a long time, but even now, no, it is very confusing. Sometimes, no, we get confused. I write wrongly in writing, or when I'm speaking, I use the wrong preposition sometimes. It happens. So you don't have to really worry about it. Okay. Um, we are just learning. அந்த மாதிரி தான் எடுத்துக்காங்க. Okay. And uh, you shouldn't feel shy about using language. Even if you're using it wrongly, you're only in the learning process. So அப்படிதான் படிக்கணும். Okay. So அதனால வந்து but now no, after reading the rule, it is important that you have to remember them. That is very important. So whenever I use left, right, and all, you should remember, okay, I should use on. That is why now we say uh, you know I parked, for example, I'm telling, I parked my, say, bike, something like that. I parked my bike on the left, something like this. Okay. இந்த மாதிரி இதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. நான் நேற்று வந்து ஐ டோல்ட் யூ தட் ஆன் வில் ஆல்வேஸ் கம் ஃபார் சர்ஃபேஸ்ன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தேன். ஐ ஹோப் யூ ரிமெம்பர் திஸ் ரூல். I told on we will normally use for surface. For example, if there is a book on the table, you will always say the book is on the table, because if this is the table, the book will be here. So that means the book is on the table, okay, on the surface of the table. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா whenever you refer to floor, okay, so you have to always say on the first floor, okay, or on the second floor. Whatever floor it is, you have to always use on, because a person always stands on the surface of the floor. This is where a person will stand. So some people they say in the floor. That is wrong. Okay, you are not supposed to use in the floor. So it always should be on the floor. Okay. அதே மாதிரி you have to use on the wall. It is not in the wall. Yesterday we saw this. It is always on the wall, because you can say the picture is on the wall. The picture is on the wall. The picture on the wall. எப்படி வேணா யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். For example, the picture on the wall is my uh, imagine my brother. The picture on the wall is my sister. So wherever there is a surface, wherever there is a sense of surface, you will use on. This you have to remember. This is very important. Okay. Okay. So far so good na? Any doubt? Any doubt here? No problem. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, pa. Fine. Okay, that is one thing. Okay. அதுக்கப்புறம் on எங்க யூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா நீ முதல்ல நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம்? We saw that we are supposed to use in with uh, book, magazine, and newspaper or journal, whatever it is. Okay, everything comes under the same category. So wherever we have these words like book, magazine, newspaper, journal, you use in. Okay. But you say on for surface. That is one thing that I taught you. Now you have to remember that we use on for map. Okay. Then menu, very important thing. For menu you say on. Then you can say on for list, list. Okay, everything is there in the book that I shared to you. Okay, from that only I'm teaching. So whenever you have doubt now, you can look into that book, so you'll get an idea. Okay, and there are many examples in that book also. So list, and the other one page, page, or nowadays even website. Remember these things whenever you're referring to map, or you go to a restaurant and look at the menu. Then you have to say, I want this dish on the menu. Okay. Then the list, on the list, on the page, on the website. Because page is a surface. ஓகேவா? பேஜ் வந்து ஒரு சர்ஃபேஸ் ஆட்டம் தான் இருக்கும். வெப்சைட்டும் ஒரு சர்ஃபேஸ் தான். ஏன்னா நமக்கு எவ்ரி விண்டோ தட் வி ஆர் சீயிங் ஆன் த பிசி இஸ் அ சர்ஃபேஸ். ஓகே. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து த சேம். மேப் இஸ் அகெயின் இட்ஸ் அ சர்ஃபேஸ் ஒன்லி. எவ்ரிதிங் இஸ் அ சர்ஃபேஸ். Okay, so but book is something different. These these have lot of pages inside. Every page is different. Every page is different. So there is a lot of content inside. Magazine same, newspaper same, journal same. But these things, it's different. Okay, we are talking about an item in a menu. An item in a menu. So in the மாதிரி இருக்கிறப்போ you'll say on. Okay, so remember this, where we should use in and where we should use on. Okay. Then the next one is when you want to refer to road, you'll always say on the road, on the road. Okay. Then you'll have to say on the river, on the river, because road is a surface, a river is also a surface. Something like this you have to understand. Okay. Similarly, when you want to tell that you are coming, you are traveling, you are okay, you are kind of reaching a place, then you will say on the way, on the way. That means you're traveling, you're traveling. Okay, you're traveling. Oh, I'm on the way, I'm on the way அப்படின்னா it means that you are traveling. So இது மாதிரி வந்து நீங்க you'll have to use this preposition on. And again with respect to time, I told you now you have to use on for days. Okay, like on Friday, on Saturday. These things we saw yesterday. And if you have not attended now that video, you can go to the video and the video is there. So Friday, Saturday, அப்புறம் அதே மாதிரி வந்து for important days like on Christmas, like that. For that also, on my birthday ன்னு சொல்லலாம், on my uh, birthday அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். But in the case of when, you will use it for longer time or duration. Like yesterday I told you, we use it for mm, summer, Okay, it is an extended period of time, like summer winter இதெல்லாம் வந்து more than 3 months or 2 months or 6 months வரும்ல, அதனால it's an extended duration. Similarly for year, you'll say in 1985 or 1986, something like that. Similarly you will use it for in the year. You will say in the year. You don't say on the year. This is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் வந்து you'll have to do it. Now see how you can remember all these things is you have to use it in your language. Even when writing, even when speaking to somebody, you want to tell something, then you should know what prepositions I'm using. Am I using the right preposition? You should monitor your language. Okay, that is very important. You don't monitor your language but you simply speak அப்படின்னா that means you're not improving in artham. Okay, well, so every time you speak or write, no, you should there should be somebody in you that will monitor. Okay, இந்த என்ன சொல்வாங்க, இந்த நான் சொன்னல மைண்ட் பற்றி பேசுகிறப்ப I told you about conscious mind and subconscious mind. So likewise, if your conscious mind is doing this work of writing or speaking, your subconscious mind should monitor this progress. It should tell you what you're doing is correct, what you're doing is wrong. அந்த மாதிரி அது சொல்லணும். ஸோ consider language learning like that. Okay, you do it, but also make sure someone is I mean that is like you are monitoring your progress. So then you will find lot of errors. I'm making mistakes, like that. Okay, so this must be done. See, if there is a teacher, if he could point that see dear, your preposition is wrong, your sentence construction is wrong, your tense is wrong. If a teacher comes and tells you that, that is well and good, but every time a teacher cannot come, he cannot come and near, he cannot come and be near you, right, when you are trying to use your language. So it has to be us na to monitor. So அதை வந்து பார்த்துக்கணும் நீங்க. Okay. But I'm available. Okay, like whenever you have any doubt, you can ask me. See, you learn by asking. Okay, and I want all of you to ask whenever you have any problem, whenever you have any doubts, you want to clarify something, then you shouldn't hesitate, you just ask. Okay, then I'll try to help you with whatever I know. There are many things that I may not be knowing, so I would try to refer wherever possible and then get you the answer. Okay, that is how we will improve our language. Okay, fine. So I hope you have understood today's this one so far. We'll move to the next one. Okay. Now we'll move to the next one. Okay. Now what you have to remember is uh, whenever we are referring to these words, top, bottom, like that, what will you use? What would you say? What preposition would you use? Is it on the top or in the top or at the top? I'll write a sentence, you will understand. I left my mobile at the top at the top of something, whatever it is, right? Something like that. Okay, so what you have to understand is uh, whenever you're referring to words like top, bottom, you'll always use at. Okay, at the top, at the bottom. Okay, but you have to say what. You can say at the end, you can say at the end. Okay, or you can say in the end also. Both are possible, because in movies and stories and all we normally say in the end, but you can also say at the end. Okay, this is also possible and there is nothing wrong in doing it. Then Normally we say this one, no, at the bottom of the page, you will find the information, something like that. So see how correctly we are using the preposition. We say at the bottom of the page you will find the information. So remember these words, these are the clue words. At எங்க வரும், top க்கு வரும், bottom க்கு வரும். அதுதான் நீங்க ஞாபகம் வைக்கணும். ஓகேவா? இதெல்லாம் நீங்க திரும்ப திரும்ப சொல்லணும். You have to repeat these things to yourself so that it is stored in your subconscious memory. That's what you have to do. Okay. Now this is one thing, dear. The next one is we are moving to the other one. Okay, the next one is say, okay, see, I am uh, standing, okay, I am standing in front of the gate. I can say like this, I'm standing in front of the gate. Now, wherever you go, these three words will always come together. We'll always say in front of, okay? Or you would say in the back. You can say like this. You can say this. Okay, both are correct. Similarly, you can also say at the front, and you can also say at the back. This is also correct. Okay, both are correct. Now, what is the difference? In front of me, for example, imagine this is a mirror. Okay, imagine this is a mirror. Now I am standing here and I'm looking at the mirror. Now that means I'm in front of the mirror. That is, the mirror is opposite to me. I'm looking at the mirror. Okay, this is in front of. So you use in front of whenever you want to say that you are standing opposite to something. Okay, that is in front of. Now at the front is normally used to denote the position. It is only used to denote the position. For example, you can say, uh, for example, you're going for, for example, you're going for a conference or something like that. So you say, uh, let us sit at the front seat. You don't say, let us sit in front of the seat and சொல்லக்கூடாது. Okay, you don't say this. This is wrong. And this is correct. Okay, you'll say let us sit at the front seat. So that means this is denoting the position, but this is denoting the that you are standing opposite to something. Okay, so this is the difference. It is very minute, but it is very important difference. Okay, so similarly at the back again is same. For example, I can say I was sitting at the back. I was sitting at the back, so I could not hear the teacher's voice. I can write like this. Now I can say I was sitting at the back, so I could not hear the teacher's voice. So, see, the best way to learn all these things is through using examples. Okay. So, whenever you look at an example, you will get to understand the rule very clearly. வெறும் ரூல் மட்டும் படித்தா கஷ்டம். எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸோடு படிச்சிங்கன்னா ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். And whenever, if you don't know how to search for example, no, all you have to do is go to Google then pick up the words. Now, for example, I want examples related to at the back. So what I do is at the back, you put examples or example sentences. If you give this in Google, it will give you all the sentences where this particular phrase is used. Then you will get to understand how to use that properly. Okay, this is the way you should learn. This is a nice way you should learn, and you will have a lot of examples, so that even if you don't understand few examples, there could be other examples from which you can understand everything. Okay, so this is one thing that's important, and you have to kind of understand this. Okay, ஏதாவது டவுட்டாமா இது வரைக்கும்? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
போர் அடிக்குதா?
Okay.
ஓகே டியர், ஃபைன். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, another important one is this one. இது என்னன்னு பார்க்கலாம். கார்னர். கார்னர் வந்து எப்படி பயன்படுத்தணும்? கார்னர்ன்ற ஒரு வேர்டுக்கு நம்ம என்ன பயன்படுத்தலாம்? கார்னருக்கு வந்து நம்ம இன் அ கார்னர்ன்னு சொல்லலாம், அல்லது இன் த கார்னர்ன்னு சொல்லலாம், ரைட்? ஆர் யூ கேன் சே ஆர் த கார்னர். But when you say in a corner, it means you don't know which corner it is. There are many signs and you are not very much aware about which corner it is. So it should be in a corner. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொல்றீங்க, ஏதோ ஒரு கார்னர்ல இருக்கும். பட் யூ வில் சே இன் த கார்னர்னா யூ ஆர் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கலி டெல்லிங் விச் கார்னர் இட் இஸ். ஸோ யூ கேன் சே த என்ன சொல்றது, த த பிசி is in the corner, in the corner, something like that. So you're telling where it is, okay, in one particular. So always you should say in the corner, okay. But you can also use at the corner or on the corner. These are all acceptable. There is a not much difference, okay. But normally when we talk about corner, imagine this is a room, and if I say the PC is in the corner, then I'm talking about this place. So this is a corner place, so the PC is here, okay. But imagine if this is a very big room, and there are several places like this. So here, if I ask you which is a corner, there are two corners possible, this corner and this corner. So we are not very specific. So you will simply say, you can simply say at a corner or on the corner, or sometimes even in the corner. Okay, so it depends on the context. But no, you don't have to be so specific and study very deeply. All you have to do is use in the corner. That is easy for you. Why do you have to confuse with at, on the corner and all? Simply use in the corner. So this should be easy for you, right? Okay. Okay. Another important rule is this. Penna பாத்தீங்கன்னா, you know, whenever you say, you want to say that you're good at something. அப்ப நம்ம என்ன சொல்வோம்? Good at something. Okay. For example, you can say good at painting. I'm good at painting, right? Or I'm bad. I'm bad at uh, sports. Okay, something like this. So whenever you want to talk about good, bad, and all, then you will have to use at. This is applicable for even subjects also. Even subjects you can say like that. For example, you can say, I am not good at max. You see, I'm using at. The preposition that we have to use is at. So whenever you're talking about any skills, you can use at. This is important. Okay. Then next one. Um, Imagine you're at a place. For example, you're in this place or in this place. Okay, university, or you are in school. என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? நார்மலா என்ன சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, வில் சே ஐம் இன் த காலேஜ். ஓகே, ஆர் ஐம் இன் த யூனிவர்சிட்டி, ஐம் இன் த ஸ்கூல்னு சொல்லுவோம். பட் இன் இஸ் ராங் டியர். Okay, and end is not the right preposition to use with these words. So it's always at the college. This is correct. Always say I'm at school or at university. I'm studying at university or something like that you say, right? At, for example, at a party. Okay. Then you are at a seminar. You're at a seminar. I'm at a wedding. Okay, I'm at a wedding. Okay, like that. You see how people use at with these words. It's not specific. For any place you can use at. Okay, but using in is wrong. In is wrong. You're not supposed to use in. Okay, this is one thing. Now for example you want to say நான் இப்போ ரொம்ப பிஸியாக இருக்கேன், என்னால் இப்போ பார்க்க முடியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும். அப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன சொல்லலாம் அப்படின்னா, you can say I'm at work. அவ்வளோதான். I'm at workன்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா it means that you're busy. This is the thing that we understand. Okay, I'm at work. So you see, instead of saying I'm busy, you can say I'm at work. Or you can say I'm at my desk. That means you're working. I'm at my desk. அப்படின்னாலும் you're working. Okay. So this is something that you have to understand. Okay. But for other places, like say hotel or restaurant, any place, okay, you can simply say I'm in a hotel or I'm at a hotel. That is your wish. You can say whichever thing you want, but I would suggest you to go with that. Say at the supermarket. Okay, at the supermarket, then at the hospital, something like this. Hospital, these are things that you can use and nobody is going to find fault with you when you're using these prepositions, because mostly these are accepted. Okay, so this is one more thing that you have to learn. Okay, so far so good, I think. Similarly for station, I told you yesterday, for station like railway station you can say at the station. For bus stand you can say at the bus stand or bus stop. For airport you can also say at the airport. So at comes for almost all places. Okay, this thing you have to remember. But for this one, for which one, for I told you yesterday, whenever you're referring for a city, okay, or country, you're supposed to use what? In. For example, in Chennai. Okay, in uh, Trichy. This is how you will use. You cannot use any other word. Similarly, you can say in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala, whatever it is. You have to use these words. ஓகேவா? அப்புறம் கண்ட்ரிக்கு அதே மாதிரி இன் இண்டியா அப்படி தானே சொல்லுவோம். We don't say on India, at India and all. We always say in India. Okay, now these things you have to know because these are bigger places. These are bigger places. But imagine you are talking about a town in Chennai or a small place in Chennai. Then you have to say, for example, Tiruvallur அப்படி இருக்குன்னா, then you will say at Tiruvallur. Or இப்போ காட்டாங்குளத்தூர் இருக்குன்னா, you will always say at காட்டாங்குளத்தூர், like that. So these are things that you have to understand, right? So bigger places, in is used, and if it's a smaller place, then at is used. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, now more important than this is uh, the transport. Whenever you talk about transport, this is where we are all uh, confused, and now we'll see what to use. Now whenever you want to say bus, okay, or train, or plane, or ship, these things are called as public transport, right? These things are called as public transport. அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்? It is government run. Public means it's government, right? So it is government run. So when you're talking about these things, you will always say on. So that would be on the bus, or on the train, on the plane, or on the ship. That is how you have to say. But when you talk about car, which is private, a taxi or a car is a private ownership vehicle, right? So you say in a car. You can say in a car. That means it just means that you're in the car. Okay. I'm sitting in a car, or I'm sitting in the car. That means you are inside the car, right? But you can use other prepositions also. You can say by car. Now, by is again a preposition, I told you. By can also come for time. By can also uh, that is by can talk about deadline. I told I want you to submit your assignment by tomorrow. That means it is used for referring to time, a particular deadline. Now here it is used for how you're going to come. It is answering this question. Okay, what is your travel arrangement, how you're going to come? I'm saying I'm coming by car, I'm coming by car, I'm coming by bus, okay, I'm coming by train. This is a common preposition for all the words. Anything you want to say, you can use this. Similarly, you can say like this also. This article was written by. Okay, you see, written by, or you say built by. Okay, or it is organized by. இதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். We are using it in the college. These words are we are using it in the college. So built by, organized by, written by. Now here by works like this. Okay. So this is something that you have to understand. You will use on for bus, train, plane, ship, because it is all referring to public transport. And when we talk about a private ownership vehicles, not necessarily private ownership, any car, for instance, you can say in, you can use in. Okay, this is something இன்னொன்னு இருக்கு. Like for example, uh, on a bike, because you're sitting on the bike, you're on a bike, right? அதே மாதிரி ஹார்ஸ் நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? on a horse தான் சொல்லணும். ஓகேவா? we'll say on a horse because you are riding on a horse, you're on the horse. Okay, you're on the surface of the horse. That means it should be on. So these are some things that you have to remember. Okay. Okay, I hope everything is clear. I thought of completing preposition today. I don't know if I can do it, but let's see. So there is another important preposition here that also you should know. This is sorry. Okay, the next one is to. Where do we use to? Now, for example, you can say, I want, I want to go to Delhi. Example. go to, okay, or I want to go to work, I want to go to garden, something like that. Okay, you use to. Then you can say like this: I am planning to visit uh, my uncle, something like that. So here planning to. So this to, no, it comes with many words, so many words. It is very flexible, and many verbs take this thing, planning to. Then when you want to invite somebody, you say welcome to, we say. Then when you want to talk about visit, then we'll say I, so இப்படி எழுதலாம். You can say I made a visit to the temple, like this you can say. See how many ways you can use to. Then you can say, mm, for example, uh, I am on my way to the uh, theater, something like that. I'm on my way to the theater. Okay, so these are some you know some ways in which you can use to, and there are many examples and sentences from which you can learn how to use to properly. Okay, so these are just for examples. So I want you to refer to books and other documents to find out where, even in newspapers also, you can just scan the newspapers and see how people use to when they are writing something. Every newspaper will have every preposition. Okay, so that way you can learn a lot. Okay, okay, let me check if there is anything that I missed. Yeah, one more thing. I think this is going to be very important. Now, into. இன்னுக்கு வந்து நான் sufficient example உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துட்டேன். I've already given enough examples for it. Now we'll focus on into. Into means, imagine there is a place. Okay, this is a home. Imagine this is a home. Now, if I want to say that I'm going to get into this home, so I'm talking about entering into, entering into. Okay, I'm going to go inside. So that is the meaning of into. So, for example, I can say, I went into my house, or I went into my room. You cannot use any other prepositions here. You cannot say, I went to. I went to my room, and that's wrong. You should say, I went into my room. Okay, that is how you will have to say. See, another example from the book. A bird flew into the kitchen. Now you see flew into. Okay, these are kind of phrases. Okay, that comes together. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, prepositions வச்சு there is a separate topic. It is called as this one, phrasal verbs. இது கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இது வந்து phrasal verbs are nothing but, for example, I say break down. I say break downன்றோம். பிரேக் டவுன்னா ரிப்பேர்னு அர்த்தம். சம்திங் இஸ் நாட் ஃபங்க்ஷனிங் வெல். இப்போ கார் ப்ரோக் டவுன்னு சொல்கிறோம், அதுதான் இது. ஓகே, ஸோ இட்ஸ் அ ஃப்ரேசல் வேர்ப். இதில் என்னென்னா, பிரேக்ன்றது வேர்பு, இது வந்து வேர்ப். we all know that it is verb. And downன்றது, it is referring to position. எங்க, down. So that is why we call it as preposition. It is referring to position, right? So verb and preposition. If this particular arrangement is there, it is considered as a phrasal verb. This is considered as a phrasal verb. இந்த மாதிரி வந்து there are thousands and thousands of words. I can tell you, see, a very popular term among youngsters is breakup. பிரேக்கப்னு சொல்கிறோம் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்பில். ஸோ பிரேக்ன்றது verb. Upன்றது again it denotes a position. So this is a preposition. ஓகே. ஸோ பிரேக்கப் இஸ் அ ஃப்ரேசல் வெர்ப். அது மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கெட் அவுட், கெட் அவுட்ன்னு சொல்கிறோம். இப்போ கெட்ன்றது இட்ஸ் அ வெர்ப். இது வந்து ப்ரிப்போசிஷன், ப்ரிப்போசிஷன். ஓகே. ஸோ கெட் அவுட், அவுட் refers to position, place, whatever it is, right? So there are so many words like this. And when you use phrasal verbs in your language, no, in writing or in speaking, your language will become more interesting. Your language will become more strong. So I encourage you to go through this word. இது வந்து we'll have class on phrasal verbs and idioms also. So that we'll have later. As of now, we'll become strong with prepositions. Okay. So into, I hope you understood. Into means getting inside something. Uh, so you can say, I can also say, I got into the car. I got into the car. That this is again correct only. I got into. So into would opposite enna out of. You can use out of. You can say out of. Into something, you're out of something. Okay, I'm into something. Say I'm into a problem, I'm out of a problem, like that. Okay, so the opposite of into would be out of. அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் இருக்கு. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து you guys have to learn. And there is no limit here. So much is there for preposition. So much is there. Okay, so I don't know if I can cover everything, but we have so much. Okay, one more thing I can tell is this. இப்போ யூஸ்வலாக நம்ம வந்து we talk about TV, right? We talk about TV, we talk about radio, we talk about mobile phone, like this. So when you want to refer to these things, you can always use on. Okay, you can say, I saw the news on the television. You can say like this, I saw the news on the television. So it is on the television. Okay, then again, um, like this, the voice playing, the voice playing on the radio. Just imaginary examples. Okay, the voice playing on the radio is so soothing. That means so pleasant to listen. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி வந்து நீங்கள் பயன்படுத்தலாம். அப்போ you can say on the radio, so on the television, on the phone or on the mobile phone. Okay, so these are thing. அதுக்கப்புறம் when you talk about holidays, whenever you want to talk about holidays or whenever you want to talk about trips, you can use this. You can say, I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation, or I'm on holiday. Okay, normally we use like this. For example, um, I am going uh, I'm going on a business trip. See, I'm going on a business trip. இது நம்ம ரொம்ப யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம், right? I'm on diet. You don't say I'm in diet or I'm at diet. You say I'm on diet. No. So these are ways in which you can learn prepositions, and always learn it with examples. And looking at one example will not be sufficient. You have to see as many examples as possible. Okay. Okay. Another thing is, are you people still there, dear?
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Okay. Uh, Okay, ma. Mm, ah, when you want to refer to age, na, then you can say at the age of something. Now, for example, at the age of 15, I started playing football, something like at the age of. Okay. Then when you talk about speed, you can say at a speed of something like that. ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ at வரும். இப்போ for example, at 100 degrees, at 100 miles per hour, இந்த மாதிரி விஷயத்துக்கெல்லாம் you can use at. So these are things that you have to remember. Okay, I think with this we'll complete it. And if there are many other prepositions, and every prepositions can act differently based on context also, that and all you will have to learn out of your own experience. This would be more than sufficient for you to lead a very good career in your life with language. So that will not be a problem. So whenever you have doubts, now you can ask me, sir, how does this work in this context? Should I use this? Should I use that? That we can learn every time. So I hope the session was good and you learned something. And every day we are learning something here. But unless you practice all these things, you cannot make it your own. So every day, wherever you go, whatever you do, you read some book, no, just make a note of articles, make a note of prepositions, and see how it is used, why that particular preposition is used there, why not the other preposition. இந்த மாதிரி இதெல்லாம் நீங்களே கொஸ்டின் கேட்டுக்கணும், சால்வ் பண்ணணும். And you do this for some time, like 5 months, 6 months, அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா then you will become very very strong, and you will see the difference. You will be able to see the difference, and you will see that your writing has been improved, your speaking has been improved, all the differences you can see. And that is how you should learn. Okay, so I hope you will learn, and you will come up with doubts, come up with ideas or suggestions also. Let's see. Okay, so I think we'll wind up the class today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma, thank you, ma, thank you all. Take care. Okay, bye.